Hey guys, what's going on? F on my pawn here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we eventually left the camp after dealing with some fights. We met a varying assortment of things, numbering either gnolls or, humies or that sort of thing. We also met Karlak, and we decided to add her into the party for now, in order to get a feel of what sort of characters we want to use come the near future. For this stream, what we're going to be doing is, I do believe we are going to head north, because we have received a letter of some kind involving a cachet of some kind. So we'll probably grab that. And from there, we shall probably go all the way down south in order to see what is going on down there to investigate Auntie Ethel, which is probably going to be a bog or some sort. I don't know. But I digress. Without further ado, let's get into things and see what happens, because we got quite a bit to do. Alright, now if I recall correctly, we are going to have to loot around the area, but we did most of the looting last time inside the building, so we don't have to worry about the inside, we just have to worry about the outside due to varying reasons. But that shouldn't change much of what we do, we just need to be careful with how we do things. But hey, let's enjoy it while we can. Alright. Just gotta wait for it to load, basically, and that's it. Alright, and it should be good. There we go. Alright. So if I recall correctly, yeah, we didn't loot any of these creatures here, so we're just gonna quickly grab all this. And we're just going to go through each and everything around the outside, because I don't think we've looted the outside, but we have looted the inside, obviously, like I said. So we're just going to make an effort to quickly loot around, see what we can grab. At the very least, the Gnoll Ears are going to make a ton of potions of speed, which is going to be vital for the future. We just don't need them just yet. But later on in the game, we are probably going to be needing to use those potions. Otherwise, we are probably going to suffer a grim fate. All the same, we should be fine. As of right now, our current inventory is a pitchfork, 2 spears, and of course we got our Sword of Justice that we're currently using. And we've decided to give Karlak the weapon, so there is that to keep in mind. But yeah, we'll grab whatever we can here and move on. I do believe the back end here is going to have some stuff. Yeah, just some rib cages though. There is a burrow hole though.
I'm way too big.
Yeah, no, the burrow hole is if you want to send a familiar down there to investigate. I do believe that is the only reason it would be looted from, but I digress. For now, though, we do have this ahead of us, the Risen Road, and we are met.
Accidental sabotage.
Yeah, hard to say what happened here, but there is a dirt mound here.
Hope of clearing this without a shovel.
I am going to need a shovel. I thought I had one, but I guess... Yeah, no, if I recall correctly, last stream, I lost it somewhere around here. So I'm going to have to get a new shovel somewhere. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to find a shovel somewhere around here. Just a matter of looking, isn't it? Yeah, there's, like, literally a shovel here. Okay, if I go for this... There we go. There we go.
Seems simple enough.
Alright, let's go over to this area here. And let's get going. But yeah, no, there's the block here, and of course we can head north, and we're going to head north over to here, but first, I'd like to check out what this dirt mound is. Maybe there's something interesting in it. Ooh, a chest. In the chest, we are given an hour of ice and some gold. Every little bit is appreciated, so I'm not going to turn my nose against that. Because I know for a fact that we're going to be using it later, I presume, anyways. Okay, up we go here. Seems this is just a pathway we can take. There's some blood there. Probably leads to the, yeah, it leads to a group of fighters over here, huh? Before we do engage that, I'm going to quickly check our alchemical ingredients. We can extract a bunch of ingredients here. We are given a ton of potions that we can make. We can make a bunch of potions of speed. We can make some potions of mind reading. I do believe potions of mind reading are pretty good, because they last for a long rest, much like the animals speaking. So it really comes down to preference. What elixirs do we have? We have the elixir of Peerless Focus. That's only good for spellcasters. We got grenades, a web grenade, which is an interesting one. And we've got coatings here with basic poisons and simple toxins. I think the key ingredient I'm going to want is I want to craft all items in potions of speed. I'll make 2 potions of animal speak, 2 of mind read. There we go. Let's make a potion of vaulting. Never know when that's going to be useful. We are going to make as many greater healing potions as possible, because I know that's going to be useful. Let's see. I guess potions of animal speaking are going to be useful, so we'll make a bunch more of those. Elixirs. We shouldn't need any of those as far as I'm concerned. Alchemist Fire is always nice, so we'll make one of those. We will make a web grenade. Coatings. Do we need any of those? Nah, I don't need any toxins. I'll be fine. Okay. Now, if I recall correctly, yep, that's the potion bag, so we want to put the Glorious Vault in here. Greater Healing can go in there. Mind Reading can also go in, as well as the 7 Potions of Speed and Mind Reading. From there, we've got 2 consumables here. We shall toss those in the throwable bag. Here we go. And, you know what? Just to make our life easier, let's open the spider egg sack. Can't use this right now. Alright, well, for now, let's go stealth, because we've got ourselves a set of warriors to deal with.
Breathe deep and move.
Alright. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Oh! They're getting hostile. Alright, whatever. Yeet, there we go. Surprise. The enemies is surprised in this case.
Dum, da,
And while they're focused on that, I can worry about the others here.
Cloak and dagger, my favorite.
Why am I doing this? Certainly.
Okay. We're gonna go all the way up to here. And I guess we're gonna use a first level grease on these gnolls. There we go. Force them into a grease. Get them confused by putting down a thing there. There we go. Make them fail their investigation as they get confused.
I need to concentrate.
Alright. Shadowheart, I wish for you. Out of everything, I'm gonna probably use a shatter on these guys here. Thunderwave is not gonna be a good enough ability. But I do want the shatter to go off and deal damage here.
Down with you.
There we go. Let's go Destructive Wrath to maximize damage. There we go. That gets rid of the hyenas and deals a ton of damage to them.
I could go for a good
Alright, Karlach. Let's see. Got the Flesh Warper here. We've got some Null Hunters here. Blind is going to be a dangerous foe, to be certain. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak around here. So that way I can get behind this Null Fang here. Who is currently more of a, well, somewhat of a threat. We'll go for the reckless attack, I'm thinking. Because currently, we do have advantage as far as I'm aware. We do have advantage. It is a only a 58 to hit, though. So that is worth noting. Kind of wish she had a higher to hit, but can't really do much about that now, can we? Let's see. Spellbook. We turned that off, because that is something that we do need to turn off. Let's untoggle here. Let's reorganize her stuff. Let's put melee weapon. Let's get rid of all these side things here. Might as well, right? Ranged attack can go there. Don't need the coat weapon. Keep shove and jump around. Jump, shove. Well, shove goes here. Throw goes... Oh, improvised melee weapon goes there. Throw goes there. Dash will go here. We'll get this over here. Help goes here. Let's engage there. I guess we'll get push here. And jump here. There we go. We'll get reckless attack here. Rage goes over here, I guess. Speak with animals can go here, and this here. Here we go. That should be fine for now. And we've got an 84% chance to hit now. Damage-wise, it's 6 to 19 damage. With it, though, it's 16 to 19, or 16 to 29. So this would guarantee the kill, basically. I'm gonna give it a go. It's only a 58% chance. If I miss, I miss. If I hit, I hit. And I hit. So there we go.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Okay. I am going into a frenzy here. There we go. Okay, I'm not sure why I have Lacerate here, but I'm gonna go into my spell book here, and we're gonna get the normal attack here. Main weapon attack. Okay, I can either go for a reckless attack, which would likely guarantee the kill. I could also throw, but that is not going to be the best option for me. 9 to 19 damage. Is there anything else I could use? I could use Lacerate, Leave. Let's go for the Lacerate to try and get the hits. Let's reckless attack. There we go, get the kill. Alright, we're really clearing up house now. Alright. And my turn there. Gale, just to avoid any
with ease.
any targeting, at least to a degree. We'll move you there.
Up.
Karlak, I want you to... Let's jump back. And get you over here for now. Just get you out of line of sight. And we will have Shadowheart take to the forefront here. And be the distraction that we need. We are also actually going to summon a spiritual weapon. As for what we're going to go with... Let's go for a halberd. And we'll toss it right into smack dab in the middle there, because it's flying, so it won't be affected by normal combat means. So we're going to put that there. This is going to... I guess we can attack the prone target, no harm in it. They are null hunters after all. There we go, 8 damage. Nice. They're no longer surprised. Flint is forced to just not be able to take a turn. So there you go. And off we go. Oh. This Gnoll's angry. Going for the ranged attack. Okay. Let's start hucking chests. We're gonna start hucking chests this one here. Yeet. Nice. Okay, we will throw this chest over at this one. There we go, nice. That's some seriously good throws. I'm gonna aim for more height, so that way I can deal even more damage. Alright, Gale. I want you to get some serious height here. These guys are now prone, so that's making our job easier. This is going to deal fire damage across the board. Let's see. So we can either go for the D10, or we can go for something else. A D6 would be alright, but not really that great. But we can make the D6 deal more damage this way. If we go about it this way, by launching it floor. Actually... That damages each creature it hits. So it would technically deal 2 damage across. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's get the 2 hits instead of 1. Okay, they saved against the acid. That is a crying shame. Let's go for this. There we go.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
My turn.
Alright, Karlak. We are going to go for the casual jump here. Alright, we have disadvantage if we fire just from there. Okay, 4. But we can also risk the lacerate, I suppose. Alright, it's either a 50 shot or we go for something else. I think the Knoll Hunter here is the best shot here, so take the hit there, get the guaranteed kill.
I'm ready.
Alright, spiritual weapon. We are gonna have you... Okay, it's either I go there or somewhere else. I think go as far as here. And go for the hit. There we go, that gets the kill there.
Let's finish this.
Shadowheart, we are going to make you... go for a ranged attack, maybe? What's your abilities? You're better off in strength-based combat. I'm gonna have you down a potion, and let's see. We are gonna need to deal with Flint next, which is gonna be a chore. So for now, I guess I'm just gonna launch a firebolt at you. There we go. End our turn there. We can't do much more with Whimsy here, so we'll end that. Can't really do much with Karlach, but I can get her to equip a weapon. And just give her some distance a little bit. There we go. We will have our weapon stay there. Alright, what are you going to do? You are angry now, as expected. And you're going to start dashing. You've saved against a grease. Interesting choice. And you're going to go for the ranged attack on Shadowheart, but fail to hit. Bloodthirst comes into play. But that isn't going to stop us from just hurling attacks at people. Right now, I think the Warlord is our best target here. Let's hold off for now.
Yes.
Alright. Let's jump over to here. Let's see, I can get a hit off on this Knoll Hunter, but I'd prefer if I can get some closure here. Let's move at least over to here. There we go, we can get the hit off here. We're gonna go for the piercing shot. There we go, gaping wounds. Return back to the sword. Alright, spiritual weapon. We are gonna have you go after the Knoll Hunter here. Nice.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Need to act fast.
Okay, Shadowheart. We won't be able to do much with you just yet, but we can deal with Lind somehow. Let's see. I do believe the move here is in fact to throw with Whimsy here. We need to throw and guarantee the knockdown. Alright, there we go. He's no longer a threat because he's now prone. He can't really do much. He's forced to stand up because he's threatened. We can also throw one of these chests at the Knoll Hunter. Get the kill somehow. Alright, that is Whimsy's turn. Kind of surprised the build is working as well as it is, but then again, we are working with what we got here. He is currently prone, is a 50% chance to hit him. But if we go with the Scorching Ray, it's going to deal 6 to 36 damage, so it's not a bad idea. Witch Bolt is also a viable option if we don't want to use first level spells. I'm going to go with Scorching Ray, though. I think that's personally the best choice here. Although I am going to get some height here, just to give myself as much edge as possible. There we go. 60% chance. There we go.
This is gonna feel good.
Alright, Karlach, you can't do much, so we'll end our turn there. Alright, now Shadowheart can probably just go ham on this guy. As much as she wants. She can just wail on him with normal attacks. No need to waste our resources if we can avoid it. We can push him if we so desire, but there's no merit to doing so. He is forced to stand. We now throw yet another chest at him. He's forced prone. We are actually going to move up even higher, because I suspect that's going to help a lot more. We are going to throw the spear that we have. Get an 85 to boot. Oh, he is not having a good time.
Lance board is set.
Let's just go for a... Yeah, let's go for a fireball. Why not? There we go, 14.
Let's go.
Okay, off we go.
Aye, aye.
Do we have anything in your inventory that you can throw? No. You can't get the ranged attack, even though it might not hit. There you go. Worth a shot.
Gotta keep fighting.
Okay, spiritual weapon's gonna go in for the hit. There we go.
Can't give up.
Shadowheart's gonna go for the hit there. There we go. It tries to get up. It is having a horrible... Oh, it managed to actually get a hit in. Interesting. It's absolutely angry.
Keep going.
Well, that's fine. We'll throw another javelin at it.
Maybe I should. This is it.
There we go. Done.
By the gods, you're a sweet sight. Are any of my crew still alive out there?
No, it's a grim sight.
This whole journey's been one grim sight after another. Gnolls, goblins, drow. Risen roads more dangerous than ever.
Another step forward.
Well, regardless, we'll just quickly... We'll go down for a moment, and we'll yeah, we'll have a talk. Why not? Edelgard's a long way from here. Where are you heading?
We're bound for Baldurs Gate. Got some cargo to deliver. But we've a stop to make along the way.
What are you transporting?
Trinkets for some rich tosser in Baldurs Gate. He gets his shiny baubles. We get a handful of Terenths.
Oh, hold on. It appears that I'm getting some lag on my on the stream. I hadn't noticed it before, but not sure what to make of it. Like, it's fast when I get out of it, but yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think it's just stream elements, or no, it's OBS being weird. I don't know. Should be good though. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. Yeah, let me swap over to another character here. Okay, yeah, no, it's much faster when it's, like, off this. Okay, so it's just in the chat. I apologize for whatever lag it may be experiencing, but I can't really do much about it. So, a lot of people died for those baubles.
Rich men place more value on wine and fine clothes than on the lives of folks like me. It's a pretty bit of frippery that'll sit on a mantle gathering dust. But the pay for delivering it makes the risk worthwhile.
Alright, well. I guess we can go for the intimidation. Now, I do believe going by the... Let's see, what has he got to trade? He's got a few alchemist fires, but nothing too crazy. Let's see. Let's see if we can talk with him via... Do we go for it? Really, I would have preferred Whimsy be taking the lead here, but I don't think we're going to get that luxury, so I guess we could just intimidate. It's fine. Yeah, the only difference is that you get a 4 from Whimsy, but Karlach does have the Thaumaturgy ability, so why not? We've got Thaumaturgy and we got Guidance. Let's give it a go. Hey, we just barely made 15.
Listen, I'm indebted to you, and that's why I'm giving you a chance to walk away before you get yourself killed. You made short work of the gnolls. Reckon you'd make shorter work of me and the boy. But we're not merchants, we're Zahenterim agents. Steal from us and you'll have a price on your head.
Zentarium agents guarding a single chest. Curious.
If there are valuable goods on the move, the Black Company's always involved. We're the grease that keeps the wheels of commerce turning. And we don't take kindly to people who meddle in our business. This is the point when a clever lass like you accepts my gratitude and walks away.
Okay. Now, of course, naturally, we can either intimidate him or we can go for the persuasion option. Now, the decision between this is either we go on the choice of aiding the guy or not. As far as I'm concerned, I don't exactly want to get involved with the Thieves Guild or anything of the sort, or any agents of the sort. So what I'm probably going to go with is I am probably going to be going on the side of... I'm going on the side of getting rid of them. It's best that we don't let any outliers stick out into the future, just in case. And I personally think that in this circumstance, I am the law. we're chaotic we're chaotic good in this sense, and going by Karlach's nature, this would be her response, I would assume, especially if she knew that these agents were involved and she knows of their existence somewhat. Enough talking. I'll have the cargo, I'll have your head. Let's go for it. 23. Done and done.
Fine. No need for more violence. I'll tell my associates everything was lost in the ambush. The chest's all yours. Damn thing's sealed tighter than a duke's purse strings. So there's no point in trying to open it. And no hard feelings, you hear? I'd have done the same if I were you. business at the end of a blade is still business. Ruthless bastard like you could make a name for yourself in the Zentarim. Make sure to drop by our hideout. Passphrase at the door is, Little Serpent, Long Shadow. I'll tell my associates to expect you.
Alright, well there you go.
Well then, it's our lucky day after all.
Pick these up.
The rest of our crew's off digested, and you're still alive. That's lucky.
Alright, let's start looting these goblins and getting every bit of chest that we got. Oh yes, if you hit Alt and right click, you can basically mark a thing. Which I didn't know, actually, up until now. That's quite fun. Alright, Flynn, you have the Shattered Flail, which is the weapon you actually hit us with. Yihongu's Gift. Hitting an enemy with this weapon heals the wielder for 1d6 hit points, but they can go mad if they don't continue hitting an enemy each turn. That is a very unique weapon, I'd say. A Mind Flayer Parasite Specimen. Okay, so they were also attacking... that's very interesting. Why would they be attacking if they had a Mind Flayer Parasite with them?
Might be useful.
They're just everywhere at this point, aren't they? The parasites, huh? Kind of concerning, if you ask me. Oh well. But yeah, no, for the future, I'm actually curious about something. Would you guys actually like me to use the Mind Flayer Parasite some? Or would you rather I just abstain from it and just not touch it in the slightest?
That symbol in the blood, what does it mean?
Hard to say. No idea what it is, but I guess we'll see. Take that hyena ear. Let's go over to these caravan agents here. Alright, apologies for that, I'm not back. Okay, let's see. Anything on the agents? There is gold, some food, which is pretty good. We got a light crossbow and the speedy reply. When the wielder hits with this weapon, they gain momentum for 2 turns. I think that's actually a pretty good item. Not for us in particular, but, if we go into examine... Here we go. Momentum. Spurred on by a sense of urgency, the affected entity's movement speed has increased by 1.5 meters per remaining duration of this effect. So basically, you move 1.5 meters faster, as opposed to the normal speed that you would be moving. Which is pretty good, I must admit. There appears to be a chasm here that leads... Oh, I see. You can go around and, there. Okay, so there is options to, going through this area. Not that we need to heavily focus on them, mind you.
The rest of our crew's off digested, and you're still alive. That's lucky.
Alright.
That's curious.
Alright, let's pick this up. Not sure what we're going to do with this shipment, but we are going to send it to camp for now. It is a rare find, so it's really a decision of whether we want to use it or open it or not. I'm going to send it to camp for now. Maybe I'll change my mind later, but for now we don't need it on us. Either I'm going to be breaking into it anyways, or something else is going to happen. Either way, we will see. As for now, though, let's see what else is in this area. Because it looks like we got plenty to loot and peruse from. Shadowheart's looking a little worse for wear, so we're probably going to give her some potions. Got some liquor. Not bad. More torches. Never hurts to have. A heavy crossbow is always nice. I guess I'll take the casual sandals. They're money. I don't need the rags. Nor the rotten wheel. Okay, item-wise, let's just throw the item in there. What's in here? Those are where the rare items go. And you know what? This might be a perfect time to toss in the... Okay, sus potion there. Yeah, let's just casually organize this. We're gonna move this down here. Okay, Wizard Bane, Glorious Vaulting. There we go. Let's just move all this down. There we go. Diluted Oil of Sharpness. Elixir of the Colossus. Okay, Antidote's gonna go there. Elixir of Fire Resist. There we go. Lightning Resists. Animal Speak can go there. Arcane Thing. Diluted Oil of Sharpness. With our antidotes. Throw in the Heal Giant Strength there. Arcane Cultivation can go here. There we go. It is not a perfect setup there, but it will have to do. Alright, the weapon is honestly pretty good. Let's see. And the question is, do I want the flail on Shadowheart, or do I just keep it on me? Because honestly, I really shouldn't need that sort of thing. And for this bag, this is just scrolls, so I'm not going to bother. Alright, Mind Flare Parasites. Do I even want to use... I'm not going to be using them, to be honest. Well, maybe, I don't know. Toss those in. Okay. Toss all those in here. Alright. We are going to need a bag, so this is going to be a good time to do so. Or it's a good time to find a bag, I should say. Yeah, how is our weight currently? Let's see. Camp supplies is at a immense bulk. Got 10 pounds worth of magic items. 13 pounds of assorted goods there. Never mind all that we've collected thus far in the, at our camp. Oh boy. You know what? Let's go into our camp supply pack. Let's send all of what we've collected thus far to the camp. There we go. That'll reduce our weight a little bit, but it's not going to stop us from being just overweight currently. Alright. We've got a backpack here that we are absolutely going to be grabbing. Bronze chalice, nice. We'll pick this up. Okay, let's toss in everything we don't need into this bag. Let's split item. Pitchfork we don't need. We are going to be keeping the javelins and spears that we get. Don't need the bronze chalice. Don't need the dagger. Because I much prefer the spears. In fact, I might just coalesce as many spears as I possibly can. We will send this to camp, the barrel. We'll go from there. Okay, we'll send this to camp.
Looks like a trap there.
Okay. Once again, send to camp. Okay, let's save here, because this will probably kill us if we're not too careful. Okay, there we go. Let's disarm this, or try to. Okay, difficulty 10. Guidance. Okay, that is an 8. Let's use an inspiration. There we go. Got it. Now, as you can imagine, if we did fail this, and we did trigger the trap, we would have been suffering from an Indiana Jones sort of situation. I do predict.
Best avoid that trap.
Okay, yet another, huh? You know what? Instead... Oh, okay. Oop.
We've saved me. I cannot take much more.
This is why I saved. Because otherwise, things like that would happen. You know what? Maybe I just back up over to the far end, and then I will, deal with it. Because there's always the option of just going up the ladder, is there not? Last thing we want is to take any unnecessary damage after all. Because healing is very limited in this circumstance. You never know when things are going to go awry.
At the ready.
Alright, we're going to go back up here. We are going to throw this at the area here. We will lose out on the barrels here, but that's fine. This is a small price to pay.
Wanna dance?
Okay, Shadowheart, you are looking really worse for wear. But I did want to save your prayer of healing for a perfect time, so...
Never a dull moment.
Yeah, we're not gonna go and grab that just yet. Alright, well, whatever.
Press ahead.
Top over. Pick that up. Send this to camp. this. Let's move over. Dagger root's always nice. Always good for application. Okay, we've managed to make it all the way around to here on the lower half of the spectrum. There's still more over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to explore around, see what I missed. Because I'm certain there's plenty more for us to take advantage from. Or take advantage of, I should say.
Open up.
Okay, a dead hyena. The ear is always nice. About over here. What's over here? Balsam. Of course, there's the bodies that we found.
Always room for more?
Then there's that. We will be getting to that in a minute or later on, but for now... Well, I will be dealing with it. I just need to take some time to deal with this first. Now the question is, do I have enough hops to actually get over to there? No, I do not. Not from this position. Not unless I use a potion, and even then, might be meh. Okay, let's go up here. What do we got? We've got a heavy crossbow.
Looks empty.
Okay, we got this with a bunch of liquor. We got a bedroll, open crates, burlap sacks. Don't need the rotten mushroom. Alright, backpack. We'll have those. We'll take the items out because we will want to pick up the bag. An open heresy. Interesting. Alright, we've got some clothing. Elfin wood soles, scruffy vagabond clothes. We don't need either. But I will check out the backpack. Aside from the cup, we'll take everything. We'll pick up this bag. Yet another bag to add to the mix.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Old floppy trap or cap. Okay, a trap, huh? Okay, let's save here. I'm fairly certain I will be able to trigger this. So let's give it a go. Disarm. Add the bonus of guidance. There we go. Nice. Okay, the trap has been disarmed.
Well, lad, it's our lucky day after all.
We are given a rotten lemon. What about in this one? Pretty useless. Okay, 'tis a sturdy chest. We will save here. Well, actually, no. No need to save. Can we lockpick? It is an easy enough trap, or easy enough opening, so there you go. Pop that. We get ourselves Reason's Grasp and some gold. We get the Ever Vigilant perk. When the wearer chooses to end their rage, they gain 15 temporary hit points. So if we choose to do so, which I honestly doubt we are going to be doing, then we have ourselves an extra means of doing so. This is a 10-pound chest, so yep, that's another item to add to the list. We are still a bit over-encumbered, but that's fine. We are going to need to offload some stuff, though. I think that is a given. I'll have to think about what I'm going to be dropping. So, Let mean, worst case, I can give it to somebody else. Some of this poundage. Let's see. Who do I give it to, though?
Soldier.
I guess the next best person would be Karlach, wouldn't she?
Around, so might as well.
Yeah, we'll send some of the backs over to Karlach. So we're going to send the magic items over to Karlach. We shall also send the potions to Karlach. We will send this pouch over to Karlach. And you know what? Let's send the other pouch to Karlach. Why not? Let's cover our bases here. We are carrying a lot of heavy pounds after all. So might as well make it a little easier for ourselves. Okay, we'll send to Karlach. There we go. The shovel's going to stay with us, as well as the maul and pickaxe, because you never know when we're going to be using them. The rest is just naturally something that we need to keep on us, because we throw so much. It's basically, effectively, our ammunition that we need. The wooden trunk. Alright, let's lockpick it. Why not? There we go. What's over here? We get a 20 gold and a potion of speed. That's really nice, actually. Rotten carrot, we don't need that. Alright, let's get going. I do believe that is everything worth grabbing here. Yeah, there isn't really much beyond that. Just some assorted clothing, rotten stuff. Yeah, the works, basically. So no point in grabbing that. Gale is currently stuck. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to warp over to the Risen Road. That way everybody gets there safely. Now, we have a choice. We can either go to this area, or we can go south. Given the circumstances, I'm going to go to the Blighted Village again, and I'm going to go directly south, because that was the intent.
Through the forest to invigorate the spirit.
And we'll see how we fare.
I was just thinking the same thing, but less poetically.
And without so much as a stirring from our tadpoles.
A girl could get used to this.
Yeah, no, it's kind of weird that the tadpoles haven't done us in just yet. Kind of surprised, but, you know, it's there, I suppose. Worst case, it just stays with us. Best case, it leaves us alone permanently. Either way, we got ourselves a long journey ahead of us. I think I know what I'm going to be doing, though. I am going to be... Yeah, let's deal with those spiders, actually. I did think about it beforehand, that I was going to have to deal with them, but
I'll give it a shot.
never did actually go deal with them, actually. Pop this open. There we go. Alright, let's climb atop here. Hop up. Alright, everybody, let's go. Alright, now, we did try to deal with these spiders before, but we had some significant trouble, as you could probably imagine. But I'm confident now, at the very least, that we should, in theory, be able to handle them. Alright, come on, Shadowheart. Oh, you found a cracked rock to follow. Okay, cool. That works for me. second. Okay, well this is unexpected. It seems I've got stuff to do. Alright, well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut the stream here for at least a little bit. But next time we come back, or at least I hope I can come back, but I'm going to try and get like another hour or two in when I return, but we'll see how things pan out. But what I will be doing, for reference, is I am going to be dealing with these spiders that we originally fought last stream, and we're hopefully going to come out of this victorious this time. Because last time we had a bit of a kerfuffle with it, but this time we should, as far as I'm aware, be confident enough to take these guys out. But I digress. I will see you guys in a bit. For those of you on YouTube, it's going to be like a few seconds, so don't worry. For those of you on Kick, it's probably going to be a few hours. But I digress. I will see you guys then. See you in a bit. Alright. Hey guys, what's going on? I found my pawn here. Now, before I get into this stream, I do need to elaborate for those on YouTube what's going on. So, as you probably know, I did like an hour or so of Baldurs Gate 3. I never actually finished that, so I'm going to treat this week, or at least this day specifically, I'm going to be treating it as a day where I can focus on Baldurs Gate 3. I apologize for the fact that I wasn't able to get this video out sooner, but life stuff usually just happens. I can't really help that, so I'm doing it now, so that way I don't have to worry about it later. I apologize for all the delay that's happened there, because it's been like 5 days, if not 3, between the 2 recordings that we've gone through. But hey, it shouldn't be that big a problem. So, yeah, I'm going to be streaming for, let's say, 3 hours, give or take some, and we're going to see how things go. But I digress. Without further ado, let's get into things and see what happens. So, for those of you who aren't aware, for those of you on Kick, essentially what I've done is, well, I've managed to go through a certain bit of areas. If you are confused, you can check the past VODs, or you can check the YouTube, or my YouTube channel, if you want to see more. But I digress. Let's continue on, and let's see if we can't deal with these spiders now. Because we are a level higher last we checked. Of course, though, we are going to need some potions, so let's get some potions. Okay, so potions of healing. We are going to drag out all these over to Shadowheart here for healing. Let's go into Shadowheart's inventory. Toss those over to Gale. And the rest will go to our resident barbarian, Whimsy.
Still breathing, despite everything.
And let's go start sneaking. Or let's try to start sneaking, rather. Naturally, the goal is to get as far as we possibly can here, so we're gonna do our best to get across this area without being discovered. Oh, we're stuck on some web, or trying to get stuck on web. Oh! That is a load, I think. Actually, no. Let's stick with it. Oh, well, there we go. Alright, I guess this is our fate. Okay, I'll go into a rage here, because goodness knows we are going to need it. Okay. Let's see. If we throw a crate or something on this web, we should be able to send something flying. Hold on. Let's get some alchemist fire. And we will begin to throw.
My little trick.
Allow me to demonstrate. Nothing important is ever easy. First step is the hardest.
Ready for another round?
One can't always be a gentleman. Should get started.
Oh, I was muted this whole time. Damn. Thought I unmuted myself. My bad. So I've been just ranting to myself. That's quite a shame. Alright.
I got this.
Okay, we are gonna go jump here. Let's go for the reckless attack here. There we go. Alright, Gale.
Dice roll in my favor.
Can you now summon an illusion here? Distract. Well, I guess the best I can do is probably a topple here. It's going to deal a minimum 1 to 4 damage. Nope, it does not do it.
Watch this.
Okay. We are going to fly all the way... Okay, the thing won't be able to... That's annoying. Okay, it's not going to be able to get there. Rip.
Still on my feet.
Well, there's only one other way I can go about things. It's throwing, but even then I doubt that's going to be enough. So... Let's... If I jump here, I'm going to get knocked prone. So preferably, I want to get to a position where I can jump, where I can see that spiderling. So over by the edge is enough. Okay, let's throw.
Good idea.
Bingo.
I think.
Got him.
Soldier.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Okay, that was a mess and a half. Jeez. Okay, let's make sure everybody gets here, I guess.
Moving in.
Alright, I'm gonna start picking up chests, and we'll go from there.
I can't wait to sleep.
Wasn't exactly expecting this outcome to go so smoothly, but hey. Why not? I will be destroying these eggs, though. No need to have the phase spiders, coming back up and haunting us. Until then, I guess I'll check the spiderlings here. But we did manage to do that with a margin of more success. Not to the best abilities, of course, but sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. Grab that. And nothing there. Skeleton. Ruby ring, quarterstaff, and gold. Nothing too crazy. Icarus egg clutch. We should probably back up and explode those from a distance. Here we go. Now they're gone and dealt with. And I guess we'll see how things pan out from here. Certainly a messy situation, to say the least. Okay. Alright. We claim, or we deal with those. There we go. No need for any eggs to appear from here. Phase spiders are a dangerous creature, and probably an invasive species, I would assume. So, better to deal with that before things go awry. Now, let's grab this. Dark Amethyst, that's an interesting little tool. Don't need it, but it's there if we need it. Or want it, rather. And as I predicted, yeah, no, we've basically set that spider hurtling down into a chasm here. So if we want that spider, we're gonna have to go deeper. Which I don't think I'm ready for, but we can do it, I suppose. See if we can recover the corpse. If not, I'm going to have to reload because that was a I mean, it can be worked. It's only one magical item I'm losing out on. And it's not an item that I don't think I need, so it's not required, to say the least. Regardless, we could try jumping down. There is no harm in doing so. Alright. Well, for now, I don't need it. Well, as far as I'm aware, I don't need it, so we don't need to go and pursue something that I know for a fact we can ignore. But I digress. We are going to go to everybody. Going to give them healing.
What's next?
We should need more. Alright, there we go.
No time to rest.
Alright, let's get going.
Another step forward.
Now, with that out of the way, we can move on. We are going to go back up the stair, or the climb. And we're going to see what else we can find around here before we dip out. The most we would have to go for is get some Featherfall or something and just go from there. But that's about all I can think of for remedying our current losses. But it's no big deal. I'll just grab my chest and we can move on without too much hassle, I do believe. Okay, pick that up.
I'll take that.
Toss those into our inventory, or at least the normal stuff. Alright, the specialties is going to go in here. Yeah, we've got the Necromancer of Thay, and we got a similar amulet, or amethyst. Now, I could start using that, but I'm going to hold off on it for obvious reasons. But you'll understand soon why. Well, I mean, I could use it, but I don't need it yet, to be honest. So I'll be fine. Okay. Now, with that out of the way, we can probably go over to this entrance here, which is the well entrance, I do believe, that we had encountered before. And we should be good to go. Oh, I don't want to go there. Can anyone reach that, actually? No, that's actually way too high up, so toss that. We could give this to Karlach. There's no harm in it. It's not like she's using anything else anyways, so
Still alive.
once her rage ends,
So
we
that's
basically
progress.
get temporary HP. So, yeah, there you go. Alright, let's go.
Looks like this town was ransacked. By soldiers, if my eyes don't deceive me.
Quite cruelly, too.
On my way.
Okay.
It's been an awful day for the people who lived here.
A game for surface children. If nothing else,
What's
I hope
this?
it was a mercifully short one.
Missing children. Maggie Terrans, Marcus Terrans, Mathan Deach, Rochelle Kirk.
Missing children. Interesting. Alright, well, with that, we can move on our merry way. I think we were going to go south from the village, so that is going to be our goal. There are these three. I will be dealing with them at a later date, but for now, I'm going to avoid them like the plague. I'd like to at least get to level 5 before I even consider talking with them. For a number of reasons, as you can probably imagine. There's a reason I'm doing it this way. It's because, well, getting rid of them is going to be more helpful than not touching them. I don't know.
Please, we just want Marina back.
Oh. This is interesting.
Hey, something bit me.
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Marina. Just let her go. Please.
You there? please, I don't know what's come over these boys. I just want to go home.
Stop this! We won't ask again!
Seriously? Hold on. Are you kidding? They're not using my character. Ah, pain. Let's just calm down. What's going on here?
Careful! Don't trust a word out of her mouth. Our sister went to the Hag, and we ain't seen her since.
Hand over heart, I don't know their sister. I will gladly help you all look for her, though.
Enough. Where is she?
Going by Shadowheart's intuition, I would assume that she would go with option 3.
Bollocks! You were supposed to rush to my defense, love. Fat lot of good you are. Some advice? You ever darken my door, you'd best have that head bowed and an apology at the ready. Bye-bye now.
Bloody hells. She just disappeared. Ain't seen nothing like that before.
She could shoot fireworks out of her backside for all I care. The Hag has Rena.
Will someone please just tell me what's going on?
It's our sister, Mayrina. She's... well... she was in a bad way after her husband died.
Started saying weird things, like how she was gonna bring him back.
Next thing, she's gone looking for the Hag. Of all the stupid things to do. And we haven't seen her since. And no good ever came from dealing with a Hag.
None of this matters, all right? We need to get her back, and fast!
Let me. I'll bring Marina home.
Are you joking? I ain't got a clue who you are. No way I'm leaving Rena to you.
But, Joel...
Not a chance. We're getting her back on our own. Now, come on.
Well, suit yourself, my guy. I mean, I did try to offer to help.
Need to find a way
Why not?
forward.
We've got Mugwort here. Nothing too crazy's going on. Seems like a nice little swamp, but I'm not sure. Hard to say. Grab some Mugwort here. Something's going on.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched.
Let's look for anything out of the ordinary. Obviously, we're going to have a hard time, but we can try. Ah, nothing. I highly doubt we're going to get it, so let's
The
just
place
continue.
has a quiet sense of calm. You can't see anything strange.
Interesting. But it is worth noting, to say the least. A wicker basket with juicy apples. Let's read the letter. Take a breather, lovelies, and have a bite to eat on me. Oh, there's something there. A spike trap? That's concerning. Let's have a look-see around this place.
Be
Ow!
wary. This place is trapped.
There we go, just get the heal off. More juicy apples. I'm not... Not too happy with some of these circumstances here. A bar burlash with another... Okay, maybe don't touch those, huh? Oh.
Someone had a party here. Or something.
Yeah, no kidding.
No ordinary creature did this. Redcaps ripped the place to pieces.
Redcaps? Ooh. Okay, well, given my character knows it, apparently, Redcaps are basically devilish little assassins that come from the Feywilds. If you've seen my Pathfinder Kingmaker series, you will know exactly what those are. And let me tell you, they are no joke. Yeah, they're not fun to deal with, so be careful when you're dealing with them. Okay, we'll take those. Empty potion bottle could be useful. Anyone else? There we go.
What's that?
Let's pop this open. Let's see what we find. Okay, we've got ourselves a new little chest here that we can peer through. We've got pale green dye, wine. Okay, we got some water, we got some food types. There we go, we'll take all that. I am now encumbered, of course, but that is to be expected. Let's take all this and send it back to camp. There we go. Toss some things away into our bag. Actually, let's see. Do I need... I'm gonna need to keep that spear on me. Let's see. Is there any other spears or shenanigans? Nope. Nothing like that here. There we go.
Maybe I need more.
Alright, let's keep going. Maybe we can figure out what's going on here. Okay, something's going on over there. I'm not going to touch that just yet. Huh, a wicker basket. More juicy apples. So there's a lot of juicy apples around here. The only reason I don't take them, mainly, is because they don't actually provide any camp supplies. Which is eh. Oh, hello, sheep. Let's, use... Well, I guess we don't need to use Speak with Animals. Well, I mean, we can. Let's have a word with one of these sheep. Why not? Let's go with this one, I guess.
Well, the brothers.
The sheep's voice warbles.
Oh, 1 second.
It's trying to say bar.
Hello, Maria Frank. Nice to see you. I am doing quite well. Let's drop my eyes and carefully reach out. I'm good with animals to a certain extent. Let's see. Hey, we got it. Nice.
The smell of rot assaults your senses as the illusion vanishes.
Ah. My day is going lovely.
A diminutive creature sporting a red hat glares at you. He seems unaware that his illusion has failed.
Oh my. Oh. I take a deep breath and say a bah. Ah, I see. So we were, being bemused. It's a good thing I discovered it before it was too late. Alright, in that case, let's enter, I guess we can enter turn mode here and, see if we can't get a sneak attack off. Ow!
Trap. Be cautious.
Okay, let's enter turn-based mode here. Now, I guess I can enter turn-based mode and throw a crate at this red cap, but I don't think that's going to help. Let's exit turn-based mode for a moment and get ready up here instead. Arguably, we're going to have a better time here. Down a healing potion just to be safe.
Protects me.
Same for you. There we go. Alright. This should be the perfect spot to begin our assailment, essentially. Ah! Never a fun time to have a flat, I must admit. It really does suck. Okay, let's see. We should probably go for... Yeah, if we go for a reckless attack, we can get some serious damage in. We won't be able to get a kill off that, though. But I mean, I wasn't expecting a kill anyways, so... Let's see, the alternative... Yeah, we got a few sages here, a normal red caps. Let's start by dealing with the sages. How long have I been streaming? I have been streaming for around 30 minutes right now, but if you're talking as a whole, I've been doing it for around a few years at this point. Well, a year at this point. Yeah, let's go for the attack there. That's an absolute miss. Great. Okay, let's see. We've got one red cap here, here, and here. We are going to go for a distraction. We're going to set it up right... Let's say right beside you here. There we go. Okay, they've succeeded and failed at some. We're going to hit them with the grease here to make them less likely to attack. There we go. They're probably going to fall down if we're lucky. And we're going to get you, Gale, over here, so you're not directly in the sight of combat.
Alright, Karlak, it's go time.
Alright, Shadowheart, we are... Or, no, Shadowheart. Karlak. We are going to go with... Well, if we enter Rage, we won't take as much damage. That might be better. Yeah, let's go into Bear's Rage here. How long... So what other games do I play? 8 years? No. That is not how much time I've been doing it. I have been doing it for about a year. What other games do I play? I play things such as... Well, as I've already listed, Kingmaker, but that was a series long ago. What I have played... as of recently, would be this, Baldurs Gate. I'm playing Divinity Original Sin 2, and I'm playing Minecraft. At least currently. That might swap up in the future. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, that's their turns. Alright, this red cap's gonna try and get to attack us. Or try to, anyways. Seems like they're gonna have a rough time of it, though. Oh. They're gonna start using Bloodlust on the red caps, it seems. That isn't gonna stop us, though, I think. We can use a bonus action to push if we want to, of course. I shouldn't need to, though. Okay, that red cap is going to be a problem, I feel. Although that said, what I could do here is I could do a Thunder Wave and launch some people out of the way. I prefer to have Karlak actually move out of the way, though, if I'm going to be doing it. Or I could just move a little forward over here and try and get him. Yeah, let's move up here. Okay. I'll need to move a little bit further. Let's see. If I move here, maybe. Am I a full-time streamer? I would like to think I am, but I don't know. It's hard to say. Okay, I can't get there. Let's see, can I get both of you? No. No, actually, I can't even get any of you now because of the angle. Okay, instead, I guess I'll go for the red cap blood sage here. Go for the hits. And we'll go for the hit here. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping. We'll have to see, honestly. I don't expect this to go anywhere. I'm just doing it for the fun of it, more than anything. Let's see if I can get a push into Blood Sage here. Yep, I managed to get the push. Nice. Let's end our turn here. This red cap's going to try and get to our location, which he does manage to do, and get a serious... Basically nearly take out Karlach. Or, no, Shadowheart here. Jeez, that's painful. Okay, we're gonna go for the Frenzy here. Goodness knows we're gonna need it. Do you want to make a courier in it? I don't know. Carrier in it. I'm good. I'm good. I could start throwing red caps here. There is no harm in me doing so thus far. You know what? Let's throw a red cap into the grease. There we go. I mean, they're light enough to do. Why not? Okay. So, I guess we will go for, let's get Karlach. We are going to go for the assist here. Even though it's not the smartest move. I am going to, I guess, move over here. And can we get the push here? Yes. There we go. It's not a lot, but it'll have to do.
Unleash me.
Okay, Gale, we want you to deal theoretically enough damage to take this red cap out. It's only a 65% chance, but it needs to be done. Alright, we got the kill there, thankfully. We're going to set up another illusion here to distract them. It's not a lot, but it'll have to do. I'm not willing to answer that question. I hope you don't mind. Okay. I guess we'll go for the shove isn't going to do it, so... For now, let's actually go into our inventory here. Okay, she can only do that much. Let's see, first level spells, it requires an action to do so. Thus, we are going to back off with Shadowheart here, so that way she doesn't get accosted any further. We'll go from there. Oh, multi-attack on Karlach. That should be fine. Alright. With that out of the way, we can start trying to throw this red cap at his friend. And making his life an absolute hell. There we go. Now we can start hucking crates at these guys without too much hassle. Let's aim for this red cap's foot. There we go. And they're going to be knocked prone for the most part, which is actually really good for us. Okay, we were going to go for this. There we go. Get some burn going. Set up another illusion just so we keep guessing. And we'll go from there. Alright, in regards to commissions, I appreciate the thoughts. I'm not looking into them until I actually get monetized, so... That's just how things go.
Now this is my happy place.
Okay. Karlach, we would like for you to actually... I'm gonna have you jump over to here, in particular. And let's see. We're going to go for the ranged attack on the red cap here. Before swapping back to the blade here. And then moving across into the swamp in order to get ready for you to attack the others. These guys are going to have a rough time of it as they try and stand up, but we'll see how things pan out. Oh, going for the open wound. In regards to certain circumstances, I have put in the rules that I'm not looking to advertise that sort of thing, nor am I looking to, you know, give out personal information. So, right now, I'm holding such things available to me, but should you come in when I am actually reaching a point where my popularity is reaching that point, I will come contact one artist at some point. I'm not sure whom. I'll just have to decide who at the time that I can actually pay for such services. It's a personal choice more than anything that I'm doing that. If you wish to do so, then I won't deny it. I appreciate you going through that effort. And I'll see. But again, like I said, it's not going to happen immediately. So, yeah. Okay, I can throw it at the red caps here. We'll go for you. And then we will throw at this one here. There we go. Alright, that gets the kill on that one. Let's move over to the corner here. Okay, Gale, we are going to move you over to here. We should be able to get the Blood Sage here. We can either go for fire or something else. I'm going to go for the Cold Ray here instead. That way they are slower, or try to get them slower. Yeah, I'll be sure to contact you in the future, should such a thing happen. Or once I get to the point where I'm actually popular, but it's a grind, that's just how it is. Alright, we'll end Gale's turn. We are gonna jump with Karlak here. There we go. We are going to go for the... maybe not the Reckless attack. We'll turn off Greater Weapon Master, so we can guarantee this hit. There we go. What are you going to do? You're going to try to open her wounds again. Okay. I guess we'll jump over to here. Let's move over here. Go for the attack. That's a miss. But we're doing our best here. Okay, we're gonna throw another crate at this red cap. Boom. Let's see, can we get far enough that we can launch it at him? Yes, we can. So, another crate against the creatures. Oh, that's fun. I'm actually starting to like the crate build that I've basically made for myself. It's stupid, but it works. Oh, that's fun. That is fun. Can't say the same for the open wounds that we have to deal with, but yeah, we're gonna have to optimize anyways in the future, so we'll just take it one step at a time. Alright, well, let's pick up these crates then, and let's check up on Demir and Joel. Certainly met an untimely end against these red caps, though, that's for certain.
How much farther can I go?
A shame, but expected. No problem. I'm happy to have you around here and, you know, watching my stuff. A tattered letter. Okay, we'll read that in a moment. Demir. Gold, a cleaver, we can use that. A baguette, and a red apple. Pile of Bones has a candle. Nothing too crazy. What's here? Dear Joel and Demir, don't get mad. I mean it. I'm only leaving this note so you don't panic and do something stupid. I'm going to the Hag. I owe it to Connor to make things right. You know he'd do the same for me. How many hours do I stream in a day? I usually stick to 3 to 4 hours a day, and I try and stream at least once a day. Excluding, of course, Sundays. And, of course, everybody's bleeding now. Great. Ah, boy. This place is full of traps. Not a fun experience.
A little help, please.
Well, hopefully, people won't die from this, but we'll see. Yeah, we're just gonna get to the point where we're constantly bleeding. But yeah, no, I try and stream for at least 3 to 4 hours a day. For every day up until, like, Sunday, give or take. There has been a hiccup in my schedule. I've been trying to keep to it, but, you know, life stuff tends to happen, so you can't always be there to stream. I have considered it, but with my time schedule, it's kind of hard to do so. So, it's just how it goes. Like, I can only do this much in, like, a day. Shadowheart, there you go. Okay, we're gonna go over here. We're looking pretty worse for wear. We are currently rotting. Open wound is starting to rot. It's not good. Oh, we're diseased. Well, hopefully that doesn't expand into something way worse. Take those. Hop over. Alright, we are dealing with mud methods here. Oh boy. Okay.
Why am I doing this?
Alright, let's start by throwing down an illusion.
You've got the wrong man for this.
Okay. Okay. How's the battle looking? Okay. Oh, they're all going hostile here.
What a charmer.
Okay. Okay, well, I tried to be stealthy. It didn't work, so... Dang. Okay, I can either go for the... Okay, so these guys got high defense. The Mephits are going to be a problem, I feel, so I should probably focus on them, shouldn't I? I guess I could go for some fire, though. Yeah, if I go for some fire, I can get rid of their regeneration, because these are made of wood. There we go. And let's just hope that's enough. Alright, let's see. Young Mephits. This one is at 11 HP. Yeah, I don't know what sort of... I did try to do shorts at some point, but it's just a lot of effort to actually do in long term. Okay, 55, 55. I guess I can go for the 55 here and deal some damage here. Let's go for the acid, why not? Okay, we're gonna throw down an illusion here. Get them distracted.
No choice but to keep going.
Okay, I can't frenzy here, but that's fine. Okay, let's get some throwing done. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to throw it at this young Mephit here, because that one is currently gonna be one that's gonna act. We managed to destroy it, thankfully, so there you go. Let's activate Tyr's protection on Karlach here, because she's gonna be in the fray currently.
Need to stay focused.
Sounds like she does need the effort here, after all. Okay. How do we want to handle this? I think my best bet is to go with a guiding bolt here. And I should probably target one of these methods here. Yeah, so we need to target the Ancient Mug method here, I do believe. It's only a 60% chance, but with the chance of dealing 4 to 24 damage, that's just arguably the best. Let's try and go for it. There we go, got the hit. And I guess we will leave it at that. Okay, you guys are going to start dashing into position. Kind of expected it, but it's going to suck when we get into combat. Oh, they're summoning more methods. Lovely. Not exactly the best course of action that I would prefer. I might be able to get away by throwing fire at them, but highly doubt it. There goes Shadowheart. Ooh. Oh, now that, now Karlach's a buddy. Okay, let's see. We're gonna probably go for this Ancient Mud method, so we're gonna jump here. Seriously? Okay, I guess not. Great. I'll turn off that, because I can't really deal with hits if I do it that way. I'm gonna go for the Wood here. Shove him back, or try to. There we go, we managed to luck out there. Alright. Karlach is not looking good. We are by far having the worst time here. Alright, let's throw this. Alright, that's acid. Throw into distraction. Yeah, no, we're not going to be able to make that. So I'm going to have to load here. It sucks, but that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. I just didn't have good luck with my fightings, or my attempt here. Oh well. I hate to do these sorts of reloads, but considering how difficult it is to play on such a hard difficulty at such an early level, it's never fun. But that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched.
There we go.
The place has a...
Alright, let's get going. And hopefully this time we won't run into so many traps. Because that seems to be our problem, for the most part. We keep going off the road, and as a result, we get hit by bloody traps.
Sheep's voice warbles. You realize it's trying to say bar.
Okay, that should have been a success. That's annoying. We'll roll again. There we go.
The smell of rot. A diminutive creature sporting a red hat glares at you.
Okay, let's save here now. Let's reload. Yep, we'll overwrite this save. There we go. Now let's do this properly. Instead of causing a kerfuffle here.
The brothers. I guess they didn't find their sister.
Alright.
Whoever did this is still at large. Look alive.
Okay, let's time it. There we go. Gonna take you, and we are going to huck you at your Blood Sage friend. Haha! Okay, what are you gonna do? You're gonna climb up here. Alright, let's hopefully do this a bit better than we did before. Okay, you are stuck there, you're there, you're there. This is the perfect opportunity to use grease here. Make your life a lot harder. There we go, knocked prone. And let's cause a distraction. There we go. Force them to be confused. From there, we're just gonna back you up, Gale.
I'm heating up.
Alright, Karlak, we want you to wail on this red cap here, I guess. Let's see. You two are going to be the ones acting in the end. But we are going to want to take out this red cap here, so... we'll go for that. And... preferably, I'd like to push you off. Okay, I can't push you off, but I can shove you a bit further. There we go. Okay, we've shoved you far enough that you're actually going to be within position to... oh, you're going to jump to try and deal some damage. And you've managed to deal enough damage to take out Shadowheart once again. Not exactly the preferable situation, but whatever. Okay, we'll take you, and we are going to huck you at your friend over here, the Sage. Dang it. Oof, there goes Gale. We are going to provoke if we do this, though. Let's do a shove as a bonus action. There we go. Now we can go for the reckless attack here and get the red cap.
Need to learn the hard way.
Okay, that's horrible. Okay. We are not getting lucky here. God, these red caps are pain. You know what? Let's load. I have a weird feeling that we're going to lose that battle. God. Man, the difficulty is really throwing a wrench in our plans. Wasn't expecting it to be this hard, but I mean, that's just how it goes, I suppose. Man, you have to optimize if you want to deal with hard difficulty. Ah well. That's part of the fun here. We're trying to get the best results out of what we've got currently.
The brothers in arms have perished.
I think I might be able to get away by,
This is still at large. Look alive.
let's actually see if we can't... what was the separation thing here? Ah, it's G. Okay. Okay, Shadowheart.
Looking ahead.
Okay, so Whimsy, you are gonna be throwing him over here. Okay, so we want to go over to this beachhead.
could go for a good meal.
Okay, so Karlak, we want you over here. There we go.
There's no time to waste.
Shadowheart, we want you to do the same. There we go. And Gale, we want you over here.
It's a gnome's life for me.
Alright, Whimsy. Huck the red cap is, Huck the red cap over here. Somewhere. Yeet. There we go. They're forced to dash. Let's go for Reckless. Dang it. Alright, let's hop over here. Alright, let's go for the Reckless. Nice. Concentration is lost. Alright, Gale, we want you to launch a Firebolt, get the kill here. That's a miss. Lovely. We're going to distract the others with a illusion over here. There we go. Yep, they failed. They're going to be focusing on that cat now, which is going to confuse them. Okay. We can get away with throwing this red cap as far as we possibly can. Or I could just throw a chest in my inventory. Either way would work. If I throw it here, I'm going to get the kill there. This sage is too far out, so I don't need to worry about him. So I guess the only other one I got to worry about is the red cap here. There we go. Let's throw a buff on Shadowheart to give her Shield of Faith, just to keep her safe. Alright, there we go. The sage is going to try and march over, fail miserably to do so. Alright, we're going to go for the... it's either a 60 or we go for the 60. Either way, it's basically the same. We are going to go for the more guaranteed ranged attack here. There we go. Swap over to a weapon. Get into melee with this red cap, which is going to go next. We'll end our turn there. You're going to go after... Yep, Whimsy. Okay. Okay, we need to at least get over to here. Then we can go for the hit. Not enough movement. There's barely enough if we go there. Alright, it is a 35 there, but if we remove that, we can go for the guarantee here and get an 84. Arguably better. There we go.
Swords meet sorcery.
Okay. I guess we can go for the ranged attack here. Before I do, though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Minor Illusion again. Because that's been doing us some wonders here. Let's confuse them with another one here. Okay, they failed. They're going to focus on the cat now. Not advantage. I could use Acid Splash here. Reduces AC. No benefit in doing so, though. Let's go with Ray of Frost here. Why not? There we go. Let's aim to get some high ground here. Might help us a little bit. Oh, they're dashing over to Gale at this point. Oh, nope, they're rushing over there. Okay. If I rage as a bonus action, then I can start throwing with advantage. Okay, let's go for a frenzy here. This might actually help us. It might actually be needed, even. Okay, we're gonna throw... Let's go over here. We are going to throw this red cap, or try to, at this one. There we go. Both of them are now prone. Or at least one of them is. There we go. That should make things a little bit more interesting. This one's going to jump over, try and get in. Oh, going to use Bloodlust. Somehow that... Oh, no, it didn't negate prone, though. Okay, Let's go for the Thunder Wave, actually. This is the perfect time in order to do so. There we go. We unfortunately lose our chest, but that's fine. As long as we get them some distance, that's perfectly fine. Or get ourselves some distance from them. Oh, they're going for the jump and attack. Alright. Let's go for... Oh, let's decrease the rose amount. Let's go for the strike there. There we go. We get a crit there. Nice. Gonna move over to the prone red cap now.
Death is but a word away.
Okay, we can go for either the ranged attack here, or we can go for the attack here. Let's go with the piercing shot. We're going to aim for the red cap blood sage. Failed to get the hit. But I can use a distraction here in the form of a cat. There we go. Alright, he's failed. He's realized that is a real cat that's appeared beside him. Okay, now, let's see if I can't get over to you. If I can get over to you, I can huck you from your position. Get over here. Okay, I'm going to huck you over here. You are now prone. There we go. Okay, you've held the person of Karlach. That's not good. Can I get into a position where I can launch this guy? Not really, can I? The most I could probably do is get a hit off here. There we go. They still managed to contain their saving throw, which is annoying. Okay, let's move over here. Okay. Karlach can't do anything. The red cap can do things, which is a problem. The most I could probably do that might save her from this situation is a grease. But yeah, no, that hasn't done anything for us, so that's a shame. Maybe we can get a distraction going here. There we go. That one's Investigation failed. Maybe... No, it's gonna go for Karlach. Okay. Alright, let's go for the Enraged Throw. We're gonna throw a crate at the Blood Sage, because that one's gonna go next. There we go, it's prone. And it is suffering from severe damage. We're gonna throw another crate at this one. It does not knock him prone, but it is going to help mitigate some of the damage. Or it's going to do some damage, rather. That one's going to back off. Oh, he's using hold person. Okay. Now I can either go for the kill on the Red Sage. Yeah, we don't need to. We need to focus on this red cap here. As for how we're going to deal with it, I guess just a basic straight attack into the red cap is enough. We missed, but we did get True Strike as a result, so there you go. Let us go for the reckless attack here. Oh, that's some fire. We shall go for the shove. Nice. Force it into position. It's going to burn to death, so that's good. Alright, let's huck another chest. There we go. That was arguably a little better in the circumstances of trying to find or deal with the problem. So that's nice. Pick up the chests. Never hurts to have all these chests on standby. Even though it's kind of pointless. Okay, ribcage.
Please. Never wanted the easy path.
Okay, everybody join. Alright, let's carefully peruse the location for whatever we can. Okay, we got our waypoint now.
Open up.
Okay, we got Demir here. We'll take everything he has. I do believe we need to just open this, and there we go. That will update the quest log to some extent. Riverside Tea House. Okay, so the circumstances when dealing with these sorts of areas is that sticking on the road is vital. Otherwise, you're gonna get demolished. So basically, as long as we avoid the waters, we're gonna be fine. If we do not avoid the water, however, then we're going to just be in more trouble. Now let's see. Can we get over to there? I don't think we can. I'm going to save here just to be safe. You never know. I'm quite satisfied with caking out those red caps at least, so we can see if we can't squirm over there. Nope, no luck. That's fine. It just means that we got to go through here, which is the expected path. I will have to re-loot. I'll probably do that later, but for now, we shouldn't need to. Okay. Before we go any further, let's down some potions.
What's the story?
What's next, I wonder?
Alright, there goes our potion supply. We are definitely going to need to get some more, but for now we should be fine. Alright, everybody jump over.
Rather stand tall.
Okay.
I could go for a good meal.
So as you can see, this is a quite the messy situation here. Now, if we really wanted to get into position, the best way would be to get over to here and have the height advantage. But that's going to be pretty hard to do. So we're going to save here and try and get into position. So we're going to have to do some reloads here and there. And we'll have to see how things pan out. Okay, wait. Now.
Rat feet.
Okay, back over to here. Okay. Now we climb up here. Or at least I hope we do. There we go. Ah! Dang it. Alright, well, at the very least, they're going to be distracted. That's the key importance here. If they're distracted with Karlach, then we can make this work. Because now, we should have the freedom to focus on everybody else here without having to worry. Because that means we can slowly join initiative as we go here. Okay.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Alright. Now, how are we going to deal with these guys? I do believe the ancient mud methods are the focus of this problem, because if we don't deal with the mud methods, or the ancient ones, then they're going to summon more methods, which ultimately results in a chain problem between everything else. So, we need to aim for a situation where we're killing the ancient ones first, before we focus on the others. Alright.
With haste.
For Gale, what we're going to do is we are going to make an effort to use... Let's go for Arcane Recovery here. We're going to get a second level slot restored. There we go.
Bother. My pleasure.
Okay, there we go. Now let's see. This is going to require a save here. Let's save on this autosave here. Yeah, let's overwrite the autosave. Because this will dictate whether we can actually do it or not. Let's see if I can do an improved minor illusion cantrip here. To distract everybody here. Without being, you know, focused on. Okay, thankfully that seems to be the case. And I can repeat it as much times as I need, so everybody's facing that way. This Ancient Mud method is still not convinced, so I'm just gonna throw another one. There we go. That one's just looking over there, that's fine. I think we can actually sneak around here at that point. Okay, Shadowheart. Let's see, can you get over to here? Yes, you can. In fact, you can just barely squeeze through here, which makes our job infinitely easier. Because now I can focus on these guys here. And if I wanted to, I can Thunderwave here. I'd prefer the option to Shatter, though, so give me a second while I open up our inventory. Let's see. Oh, let's see. We've got a plethora of potions, I know that for a fact. Let's just toss... And we're going to need that potion to speed. Let's see. Grants an additional 1-level spell slot. Let's get the 2nd level spell slot here, because that way we can get Shatter, which is arguably a way better spell in this circumstance. Okay, we're still stealthed. Now, Shatter will have the option of hitting 4 targets here, which is pretty nice. And I can maximize it because it's a Thunder ability. Now, whether this is a good option, I have no idea, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Alright, am I satisfied with this? Yes, it's going to deal with most of the enemies, so... Boom. That basically nails most of them. Okay.
Let's not get caught off guard.
Gale, we want to avoid you from using anything until the last minute. In fact, you do have Scorching Ray, so you're better off taking out the Woodwoads more than anything. Okay, there's only 2 Ancient Mud Mephits left. Karlach is probably going to focus on that one, so we shouldn't need to worry too much. Let's go for the Bearheart Rage. Alright, if I hit this, I'm going to be down to a 35. If I use Reckless Attack, there's a 50% chance I hit. If I don't use it, then I've got an 84% chance to hit. But my damage is up to 6 to 19, whereas opposed to this is going to give us 16 to 29. Which is just a straight-up guarantee to kill. Alternatively, I go for this Ancient Mud Mephit, which is 15. I really want to do the Reckless Attack and get the 60% off. Or try to get the hit off here. Let's aim for the Lacerate, and then we can go for the bonus action, if that fails. Or actually, hold on. Let's do the bonus action first. Because that will deal... Okay, so that's a D4, no matter what, so... Let's turn that off. Let's do the Pummel Strike here. There we go. They saved against the Pummel Strike. I'm going to go for the Lacerate then. Let's go for the Reckless. That's a miss, but we tried our best there. Okay, so it's not a kill there, but that's fine.
On my way.
If I can actually throw this Ancient Mephit, then I can hit the other one, which would make our job of dealing with this much easier. In fact, that would resolve our problem, I do believe. Alright, let's see if we can handle it. I'm going to throw... Yeah, this is 85. So yeah, if I throw the Ancient Mud Mephit, I can hit his friend by surprise and deal some significant damage. Let's do it. This will kill both of them, or at least one of them. There we go. He is the bomb. Alright, that is Whimsy dealt with. Now for Gale. The best we could probably do is nail the Ancient Mud Mephit here with a Bolt of Fire, guaranteeing the kill. Or I aim for the Woodwoads here, which are equally as viable targets, but I'm going to go for the Mephit here. There we go. That way we can get rid of the burn, and we'll be good to go. Alright, Karlach, you're done. The Woodwoads are going to try and get into position. Do some antics, I'm sure. That one's going to dash. He's going to go for Gale, it seems. Okay, we are going to jump into position here. There we go. We want to be into position where we can aggress the Woodwoad here. Make it less likely for him to attack us. That one's dead, surprise. Or is it? It's unconscious, it looks like. Or it's playing dead. One of the two. Alright, Gale, we want you up on some height advantage, so we're going to send you up here instead of being on the ground. There we go. I can go for the Pummel Strike here, which is arguably going to be better for us. So let's go for that. There we go. I am entangled, but that's fine. Alright. This ancient mud method can't really do much, but that's fine. It just means we got a better chance at dealing with them. There we go. Took some damage, but that was to be expected given they explode. I kind of regret not using the bonus attack, but that's fine. You're going to go after Whimsy, as expected. Okay. Let's go with immediately the Scorching Ray here. That one's burning, meaning it's... Well, actually, no, it's not going to change much, is it? This one's more likely to be hit, so... Let's go for you. There we go. Burn to death. And then we throw down a distraction here.
Can't give up. Not now.
Alright. Let's go for the Guiding Strike here. Or Guiding Bolt, rather. End our turn there. I can't currently throw him, but I can throw a heavy chest at this woodwode. Okay, that doesn't work, but I can push him. And I've launched him into fire, which breaks his regeneration. Okay, now we just gotta jump into position. Not enough movement to get there, but I can jump there. Let's go down. Let's get as far as we possibly can. Okay, it's an only 9% chance, but better than nothing. Alright, there we go. You're gonna move over, you're gonna entangle our poor character here. That's fine. With a simple fireball, he's dead. And we actually did really well that time. I'm kind of surprised, even. Dare I say. I'd say we did pretty well for that. We got a woodwode shield. And with her arm, the Dryad linked a man who had been once her lover and once of flesh and bone. Now his flesh was bark and his bone heartwood. In his eyes, a feverish love still blazed like 1,000 fireflies in a spring meadow. Wodes and Snaring Strike. I assume that's a special ability that comes with a shield, so that's pretty nice. For this, normal.
Must be the tree from the note to Carter. What's that cleft there?
What's the cleft here? Letter to Kaga.
One day I'll catch a break.
Kaga. Olodon has sent word of your progress. I'm pleased that the Rite of Thorns has begun. I depart soon from Cloakwood to Baldurs Gate. Should you need further aid from my circle, now's the time to ask. Once cloistered, the Emerald Glove will be the Shadow Druid's domain, and you its first druid. In Faldorn's memory, Archdruid Aegis. That's not good. The Sparkle Hands. On a hit with an unarmed attack, the wearer gains 2 lightning charges. While imbued with lightning charges, attacks against metal constructs and foes wearing metal armor gain advantage. And there's a smoke powder bomb, no less. Oh god.
What's on your mind?
Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to chat with you, my guy. Was just looking at crates.
Whatever comes.
Alright, thank you, Shadowheart, for using that special spell that we used in the pinch. That really helped us. Alright. Well, otherwise, that was actually quite the efficient brawl, to say the least. Yielded some decent results. Plus, we didn't take nearly as much pain as possible from there. Thanks to the fact that we just let in Karlach, and she played her part as a distraction quite nicely. Just having that situation alone play out like that was really nice for us, I think. Okay, we'll take the rope here. Doesn't appear that there's anything else aside from this pillar here. And I don't think there's going to be anything else that's going to be interesting for us here. But we'll look around. There might be something here or there. You never know. Ancient Mud Method has another wing. I mean, it's potion material. Not going to complain about it, that's for sure. A vase with nothing in it. Well, at least this place yielded some treasures in the form of a shield that we can use. As of right now, nobody in our party uses unarmed strikes, so the sparkle hands are pretty useless to us. And I don't think thrown weapons count as spark charges anyways, which kind of sucks, but... I mean, that's just how it goes. We will toss this in with... I guess we'll toss this to Karlach. Woodwoad Shield is probably actually going to go to Shadowheart here, I think.
Let's get going.
Maybe? I don't know. I'm going to say no, because the shield itself is only going to provide us so much, which honestly isn't going to help us in the long term anyways, so I'm going to say we're not going to be going for that. I will be keeping the Smoke Powder Bomb. Those are going to be useful. Twisted Branches, though, are clubs and treated as light, so that's nice. So I will be keeping those. We'll move the spear over. We'll put the cleaver away, as well as these. The clubs we are gonna sell. I don't see us using them in any significant sort, so we're just gonna go with that. I'll move this here. I will move the spear here. There we go.
These boots have seen everything.
Alright. With that, I think that's this area done, so now we can hop over. Let's go see about finding that hag. Or at least trying to find them, anyways. We got some tongs, more rope. Honestly, I probably want to ditch the rope at this point, because I got plenty already. Yeah, we don't need too many. Alright, let's hop over. Alright, our next goal is to just explore this area here, because yeah, we're just going to explore this.
Someone had a party here.
Yeah, so half-eating apples. I'm going to ignore the half-eaten ones. Yeah, Redcaps did this, as expected. There's a loot, though. I got some backpacks with a bunch of treasure here. A pouch here. Another backpack. All of it pretty standard. Ah, I failed this perception here. Dang it. Yeah, we're just gonna dig here. I know where it is, roughly. Yeah, there it is. Okay, we've got red dye, a bunch of food stuff. Alright, let's get going. I don't see any other reason to stick around here, so yeah. I guess we could send the red dye back to camp. There's no harm in it, but I don't need it right now. Anything here? Nope. Let's just be very careful here. Yeah, just gotta be careful of going through this place. Alright. Yeah, as long as we don't deviate from the path, we should be fine. I mean, we could go from here, and there should be some stuff there, but we don't need to go that way. At least I don't think, anyways. Okay, going this way. What's this lead us to? It leads us to a bog of sorts. With a bit of chests and probably a lot of danger, I would imagine. So let's save here. Because I have a weird feeling this is going to be a fight. So let's just peruse what we find.
Always room for
There is a reinforced greatsword and helmet, though.
Wonder whose.
Let's see. This greatsword deals 6 to 16 damage, and this helmet gives a +1 to Constitution saves, which it's not that bad. It's only good for people who have low con, I suppose.
No time to dally.
Ah, excellent choice.
You know what? I'm tempted to give this to Karlach. Yeah, let's give it to Karlach. Why not?
Attention.
There you go, Karlach. Enjoy the helm. That's going to give you some more defense. I will hide it, though, for the sake of just hiding it. Hide the helmet, period.
Alright. What now?
Hide helmet, period. There we go. Now we can worry about... well, we don't have to worry too much about conversations. But anyways, let's see what else we got here. Gonna be quite the dangerous area here, I predict. So let's just be ready for the worst. Yeah, no, there's already a creature I see. What's that? That is... It's a addled frog.
With haste.
Let's go see it. Why not? Doesn't seem harmful as far as I'm concerned. At least I hope it isn't. Let's get a potion. Yeah, let's get a potion of animal speak. Alright, Karlach.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Okay. Alright, we're going to take that. We're going to send it over to Whimsy.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Oh, I've accidentally used a potion speed. My bad. I meant to use animal speak here.
Swift
Oh
as
well.
my feet can carry me.
Green leaves, shallow water. Green leaves, shallow water.
What is this place? Why was it covered by an illusion?
Bad. Away.
What are you croaking on about?
Green leaves, shallow water.
A chill runs up your spine. There is something wrong with this creature. Very wrong.
Burn. Bleed. Kill.
What's wrong? What is it? Alright, so it seems like the hag has been causing it problems. Not sure why, but hey. I mean, that's its own choice, right? Oh, yeah. Well, the haste would do that, I suppose. Oh well. It should be fine. It's no big deal. I am overburdened currently, so perhaps I should lose one of the chests that I've been hulking around. I'll put the reinforced greatsword in the sale pile as expected. Let's toss the rope in there as well. Don't need the bloodstone out. We'll send the red dye over to Karlach, because having red dye would be nice. And let's check out this chest. Bronze ingots. Cool. Toss that in the bag. Toss the book away. Toss both of the scrolls over to Karlak, because she's going to be basically our carrier for this, for the most part. We're actually going to pass the maul over and the pickaxe as well, to ease our burden. Can't use the spider egg sack, unfortunately, but that's fine. Maybe we'll come to see them in the future. Who knows? We'll ignore the bush weeds, or bushwhack, if you will. And we are met with a house. Interesting. I guess this must be the place where the hag is. Huh. Let's do a quick roam around the area, see what we find. Oh, hello. Let's save here. Let's see who this person is.
Something's on my mind.
Ah, a fellow wanderer. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me. An old hunter's trick. If you can't mask your scent, spoil it.
Interesting. That's actually good advice. Who are you?
Today, the same as you. A humble supplicant, come to bargain with the lady of this house. That is why you came to her lair, I take it. To bargain.
Why would you assume that?
Because this is her domain. If you're here, it's because it suits her. Her kind have hidden among us since the first darkness. And their knowledge is matched only by their spite. Know how to ask, and they'll share that knowledge. If you're fool enough to pay their price.
And are you fool enough?
Of course. I'm a hunter who lost his prey, and here I am seeking help from something worse. But she thrives on suffering. Once she hears what awaits my quarry when I catch him, she will help.
Any advice on how to deal with her?
Scream, turn, run the other way. That's what I'd like to say. But bad as she is, I'm betting whatever drove you to her door is worse. So instead, know you're outmatched. Know what you're willing to give. And mind your manners.
Let's go trade. Let's see, what do you got on ya? You've got some acid arrows, fire arrows. Such things would be nice in this circumstance, I think. I do believe the acid arrows are actually going to be a boon here. And you know what? We haven't actually traded in a while. So we've been collecting a mass sum of gold, I must admit. So let's actually get some of these arrows, because I could use them. We could use the potions here as well. That'd be nice. We'll grab the pack supply, because that'll be good. You got a bunch of torches. Let's balance it out for 280. Let's finish it off with that. No need to haggle with him, because he's not going to be a permanent deal.
Go ahead. The lady of the house awaits.
Who is it you're hunting, anyways?
Truth is like a blade, my friend. We can arm ourselves with it, or just as easily find it pressed against our throat. I would not put you in danger.
Well, I like danger. Well, do I really need to pursue it? Why not? I like danger. The truth. Now. Hey! Yeah.
Perhaps I was hasty with my words.
Probably spooked him by accident.
I
Oh
hunt a
well.
vampire spawn called Astarion. I'm bound to bring him back to Baldurs Gate, alive. Though I cannot swear to his condition once my tribe are done with him. Is he known to you?
What does your tribe want with a creature like that?
My people were recently attacked in the night. Our camp set upon by a band of vampire spawn. In the chaos of battle, one of them stole away with our children. And we've been searching for them ever since. We believe this Astarion knows exactly what happened that night and where to find our little ones. If captured, my people will make him talk. So I ask again, is he known to you?
Yeah. You can give up your hunts. Astarion's under my protection.
I see. Your loyalty is admirable, but misplaced. His kind have charm beyond our mortal means to resist. I can show you who he truly is, if you will just tell me where to find him.
I'm not gonna help you find him. Back off.
Astarion has quite the friend in you. I'll make sure he knows that. At the end.
Yeah.
Solidarity keeps the troop together.
Let's hope it doesn't come back to bite me later.
Yeah. Let's hope that isn't the case. Well, at least they know that he's under some semblance of protection. Or under a watchful eye. Whether that's a positive or negative thing, we will have to see. Now, do we really want to be waltzing in through the front door? Probably. I have no reason to not, after all. I mean, she is right there, and going anywhere else might just cause more chaos here, huh? It is going to be funny if I'm able to knock her down, though. Alright, well, let's save and let's go in. I'll probably leave it... I'm probably going to make this a little bit of a shorter stream, but that's only because I have stuff to do after, you know, after like 15 minutes, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's go in.
I don't want a crumb left on that plate, girl.
Auntie Ethel, please. One more bite and this pie is gonna come back up to say hello.
Don't make me get the wooden spoon. You're eating for two, so get to it. If it isn't the cheekiest pup of them all, you'd best have one hells of an apology for me, young man.
Apology? I could crush you like a bird's nest.
How shocking. Another barbarian with all brawn and no brains. You know, I was gonna give you a swift kick up the arse and show you the door, but I think you and I could have a bit of fun together. Gods grant me patience. Eat up, Mayrina. I won't say it again.
That's Mayrina. I have some bad news for her.
Keep that hole under your nose shut, or things will get messy.
That hag doesn't tell us what to do.
What is it? What's going on?
Auntie Ethel killed your brothers.
That can't be true. Auntie Ethel.
They were being rude, and I detest rudeness.
You monster! The deal is off!
Enough! Away with you! Blessed silence at last. Some time in the cage should do her good. And you'll regret sticking your nose in my business.
Oh, you can try. You can try, Auntie Ethel. You are not ready for Whimsy. Not in the slightest.
Another fight. Let's go.
Okay, Now, I do believe there is a way to detect where she is. Or at least I think there is, anyways. No, I'm gonna need to move up. So, let's start with Karlak here.
Good.
Yeah, let's start with Karlak. Let's jump her into position. So we're gonna jump her over into here. And have her rush in, so that way we can see what we're doing. Let's see.
The witching hour.
Hey, Gale, let's actually get you jumping in as well. Get you into position. Okay. Can we use Magic Missile here? Is she currently invisible? I can't see her, so I'm assuming as such. I believe there was a way for us to discover where she was, I just can't remember. Actually, couldn't I just use an... I can't use the minor cantrip here. Yeah, I can't recall where she is. Do we have anything for sea invisibility?
Can't even catch my breath.
No, we don't have anything for sea invisibility, which is a darn shame. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, over there.
Put him up.
Okay, Karlak. I think it's somewhere over here. There we go. Found her. I had a weird feeling she was there.
Creator. Destroyer.
Alright, let's go for the firebolt here. There we go.
Time to push my luck again.
Okay, let's see if I can't jump over to a higher ground here. We're gonna try and get up to here. There we go. Haha! And now, we'll huck a chest at her. Hoorah! Alright, and Shadow Hearts, we're gonna start moving you in. Although we're gonna have to jump in, I suppose. There we go.
Got to move.
Okay. Either we go for the 35, or yeah, we'll go for 35 either way. Alright, we're gonna swap to the weapons. Alright, Karlak, we want you on weapon duty here. Gale?
Tempest I will raise.
We're gonna keep you to your range. Well, we're gonna keep you to melee weapon just in case. So there we go.
Survival is all that matters.
Actually, Karlak, turn off your greater weapon thing. Oh, nope, I can't. Never mind. Oh well. What are you gonna do, Auntie Ethel? You have decided to run.
Bye-bye, Lovelace.
Alright, so you've decided to run. Alright, well, we're gonna take the time to actually loot this area first, and we'll go from there.
Have to keep going.
Alright, let's pick up this chest, because that is gonna be fuel for whatever we do in the future, so... There we go. Now, with this area, I'm gonna consider this fair game. Anything here, perfectly fine to loot. This is a hag we're dealing with after all, so I'm not gonna complain if we just rob this entire joint without any too much problem. Got some potions of animal speaking, potions of healing, mugwort, wispweed, a potion of greater healing, that's nice. Not going to be touching some things here and there. Let's turn off this fireplace. There we go. Don't need the tea. Let's go up here. Oh, we can't get there, but we can use wisp. We can grab this. Let's climb up using the ladder here. What do we got? We got a vase. Nothing in there. Shabby wardrobe. A brush on evil, on hags. Kind of surprised it's in her very... I'm kind of surprised it's in her room, but whatever. Grilled Roth ribs. We'll grab those. Antidotes. A letter from M. Ethel. Forces are at work in Baldurs Gate. The mewling wretches are trying to edge me out of my own territory. I've killed at least 4 of their agents. None have talked. Not yet, at least. I doubt you hear anything beyond the bleating of your ridiculous sheep. But if you catch even a whisper, send word immediately. M. I'll take that. Who knows? We may find use in it yet. We are a little encumbered. That is fine. I kind of expected as such. Let's send this to camp. Let's open our inventory here for loot. Let's send all this to camp. That'll reduce our weight some. More animal speaking, some poison recipes, a tea house key. Steal that. We got a wooden chest here. Alright, fire resistance, speed, healing pots. Butter buns. Well, I mean, it's camp supplies. I'm not going to complain. Butter buns and bread. Seems the spoiled tarts or something that's to be expected. Okay. Got some normal bottles here. Nothing too crazy. Shabby wardrobe has a potion in it. Burlap sack has... yeah, nothing too crazy. Potion of healing. Alright, a wooden chest with a collar and ring. A rotting bag. Eugh. I'll take that. The spoons are pretty worthless, but the pot lid's pretty worthless as well. I mean, the spoons we could actually sell for margin of profit. It's money. Vase has some food in it. Nothing too crazy beyond that. Don't need the wooden tub so we can go down. Let's grab the book. That actually can be sold for something. Alright, let's go through here, because that's where Auntie Ethel went. And now we just gotta go down. Huzzah! What do we got here? Alright. Oh, hey, Gale. How you doing?
My condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile.
Let's see. What do we got here? What do we want to ditch? Honestly, let's get rid of Reason's Grasp. It's not like we're... It's only good if we choose to end our rage, which we never do. So I'm just going to get rid of Reason's Grasp here. There you go. You can have that.
Thank you.
There you go, my guy.
It is a strange experience. Each time anew. Like her. Lost soul is spelunking through the darkness that is me, only to be sacrificed on the dread altar of the heart. But... this doesn't feel quite right. I mean, it never feels right, but it relieves. This doesn't relieve. Oh.
Gale, what's happening?
The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It's not like the last time, like a rainstorm that quells a forest fire. It merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle, the fire remains undefeated. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Please, I need to think. I need to retrace my steps to a glade of calm and think. Thank you for the artifact. A great deal of trouble it was too. A great deal of trouble indeed.
To some extent. Alright, well, for now, I'm gonna end it up here. I think this is a good, perfect point to end off our excursion. For next stream, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be dealing with the entirety of Auntie Ethel's cave, and I would presume, by the end of it, of course, we will yield some interesting results from this. But we'll have to see. It's going to be a long journey all the same. Next stream, what we're going to be doing. I think we are going to be doing Minecraft again, because it's going to hit Thursday. I do believe, yep. Friday, we're going to have, we're not going to have Baldur's Gate, we're going to have Divinity 2. And come Saturday, either I will be doing Baldur's Gate, or I will be doing Divinity again. I haven't decided yet, but I will get some content out in that regards. We'll have to see. But I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I'll see you guys next stream. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.